here with Henry Anderson. Henry, in this part of the football year, spring, summer ball, how do you feel like the defense is adjusting to its new scheme?
Yeah, it's been good to definitely get out there and take some reps against our offense. We've been having to. It's a different scheme, different style of play than what we were doing last year. So it's been good to just get reps in this new scheme because we've been having to. The guys that were here last year, we've been trying to break some of the habits that we developed back in the old scheme. So it's like you're trying to, and for me, I was playing, last year's scheme was similar to what I was doing when I was in Indianapolis. So like for 4 years, I'd been kind of doing the same, I've been playing the same sort of technique, and now it's a new style of play where I'm having to pretty much tell myself everything I was doing in the past. That's like not the way to do it anymore. I need to change the way I'm doing it. So it's a good learning process. We're definitely not perfect yet, but we're making big strides every day, and we're definitely we've got good energy out there, which is good. Guys are eager to learn and eager to get better. So it's been good so far.
Without giving away any secrets, how would you describe your role in this defense compared to, let's say, last year's defense?
Coach Williams is really good at being able to identify different skill sets, different things that the guys bring to the table. So he'll still, I think, install different type of personnel packages based on what different guys can do. So we'll see. I mean, I think I'll still. I think I can stop the run. I can rush the passer. So hopefully I'm out there a lot. But we'll see. I know we got a lot of guys on the defensive line that can, that are fundamentally sound and can do some things in the run and pass. So we got a lot of talented guys in that room. So it'll be good competition to get on the field for sure.
You mentioned the players' energy. Well, what about Gregg Williams' energy? What do you think about your new defensive coordinator?
Yeah, he's definitely unique. I've never had a coach like him before. It's always fun to start, first thing in the morning. You have a meeting with him, and he gets the blood boiling a little bit. So it's fun though. It's sometimes you're in there in the meeting in the morning, kind of tired, still waking up, and he wakes you up pretty fast and gets you ready to go out there and practice. So he brings a lot of energy. He's passionate. He wants his defense to be great, which is only going to be good for us.
And what are your initial impressions of the defense as from a chemistry standpoint? Because this is the time of year where you start to develop that, and there's some new players, some familiar faces, but altogether, how do you feel like the chemistry is growing right now?
Really good. The new guys that have come in, we've all, they're great locker room guys. They're fun to be around. We as a unit, we will go out, do stuff on the weekends, hang out, go eat. Do different stuff on the weekends, so it's been fun, and there are a lot of guys that are back from last year, so it's been good in that respect, because we all last year, and I know I only got here last year, so some of the dudes have been with each other longer, so it's been good, and it'll only continue to get better.
I want to ask you about somebody on the offensive line. I don't know if you've lined up against him, and I know there are no pads yet, but what are your initial impressions of Kelechi Osemele?
Yeah, so I haven't gone against him a ton, but he's got the kind of offensive line mentality that you want, I would say. You want your offensive line to kind of be a little nasty. You want them to be passionate about protecting the dude behind them, which is Sam. And you don't want to. You want them to not be satisfied with ever getting beaten. He's definitely somebody that brings a lot of energy. There's definitely a little pushing and shoving after plays, but you definitely want your offensive line to be kind of like a little mean streak to him. So he definitely brings that, and I think he'll be good for us. And
then let's just wrap things up by talking about personal goals for you. I know that this is very early in the football year. We're not even at training camp yet, but is there anything that you'd like to work on in your game and that you hope is improved by the time the regular season comes?
Yeah, I mean, I want to continue to build my pass rush moves. I want to continue to get better at that, and then I think the biggest thing for me is just getting better at stopping the run. Last year wasn't as good as I'd want it to be, and we're playing a different style of defense this year, which hopefully helps me out a lot, getting in the backfield and just disrupting run plays a little bit more. So hopefully that gets a little bit better, but I just got to keep working on it. I've been focusing on that a lot so far during OTAs, and I'll continue to make that a focal point when we start training camp. So hopefully I can continue to get better at stopping the run.